Hello, it's Debbie. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Create Pretty Things and Chalk Pretty Things. Tonight we're going to do a quick craft. We're going to use this little transfer that is better with you. Let me unpackage it so that you guys can see what it looks like out of the package without the glare. Here it is. Cute little birds, and it says, "The good things in life are better with you." It's a cute little size A transfer, so it is a little small, and we're just going to put it on a piece of cardboard. This cardboard came out of one of my purchases, and I always keep them because they're good quality cardboard. So I'm going to use that tonight. First thing we're going to do is fuzz our transfer. Remove it from the backer. This one's a tricky one. Keep your backer. Defuzz it or fuzz it, add fuzz to it. De-stickify it a couple times. Now, these transfers do really like to stick to paper. So we want to make sure that we fuzz it really well. And we are also going to wax our cardboard. So here I've got some surface wax. I'm just going to go ahead and get a little piece and rub it over my surface pretty good here. Pretty good. The reason you don't want it to stick really hard is because when you pull it up, it's going to stretch out your transfer, which isn't good for the other 12 times that you want to use it. Also, if that were a painted surface underneath, it would protect that paint from coming out. But it's just a cardboard surface, and the wax is going to help it keep it from stretching out the transfer. It did change the color a little bit. I'm a little surprised at that, but maybe that'll work in our favor. Okay, so I'm not going to paint this or anything. It's just going to be this white cardboard. Okay, so now I've got my transfer, a little less sticky. If you're watching tonight, comment better to get the link to the supplies I'm using. And all you need to do is find a piece of paper, a piece of, what do you call it? The watercolor paper. You can find a cardboard. You can also use, well, this is our notebook that we chalked the other day. You could use probably this size paper. It might be a little big, but also some of these wooden blocks that we have from Chalk Couture. I love these so much, but this one was done on the front already, but I can always use the back. So there's some ideas of some stuff. I did start working in my little, I'm calling it my sketchbook. This is what I did the other day. I love how this came out. I'm going to get more when if they come out. Just the plain notebooks so that I can chalk my designs on it. I thought it came out so cute, but I'm going to do like a 30-day challenge, and this was challenge day number 1 for watercolors, and I may try other mediums as well, but that's what I'm doing. Anyway, here's our transfer. I'm going to go ahead and center it. Make sure it's on there straight. And we're just going to use 3 colors of paste today. You're going to go ahead and smooth it down so make sure it's stuck around that silk screen. I'm going to use black velvet. I'm going to use cherry. And these are in the shopping cart that I created for you guys. There are individual packs though. Let's see if I can fix this a little bit. Individual size packets. If you think it's a color that you're going to use all the time and you don't have it, you may want to consider buying the jars instead, especially for like black and white. I would. Okay, so I'm going to get out a couple different squeegees. I'm going to use my minis on this. So, as you hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to have some company with this. Oh, this is a little crooked. Let me go ahead and straighten that out. It's just a little tiny bit crooked. I'm encouraged by how that came off, how it peeled off. Sometimes when you're chalking on paper, it can be a little tricky because it does like to peel up. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot of black. I'm going to do my words in this line in black. My birds, I might want to do them a different color. I don't know what color. And then my hearts in red and pink. So let me find another color for those birds. Should I make them bluebirds? Maybe I'll make them bluebirds. This color is Duchess. It was one of our very first color of the months. Let me go ahead and start with the black. We'll get the black on. So just get a little bit of your paste on your squeegee, and you're just going to smooth it on, just like you're spreading butter on toast. And you know how easy Melted butter goes on toast. I did get it really close to that heart though. So I always focus on the tops, bottoms, and margins because I always miss them. So I'm going to kind of focus there. I'm going to go ahead and smooth off, smooth out, remove any excess paste, put it back in my jar. I'm going to throw my squeegee in my water bath. I'm going to go ahead and do my little birds cute real quick. My little birds. I'm going to use part of my mini squeegee cut in half. I'm going to use that. And I am just going to go ahead and chuck those birds. Some pretty little bluebirds. Now, you do want to make sure that you're peeling up this transfer while your paste is still wet, and it does dry pretty quickly. So after I chalk these birds, I'm going to peel up my transfer and put it back down before I complete the rest of it. Smooth on my blue. Kind of spread it out. Cap up my blue. My Duchess. And let's go ahead and remove this. Now, I'm not going to remove the whole thing. I am just going to peel a corner, take a look at my birds and see if they look good. They do. I didn't miss anything. Pull down so that I can look at some of the other things I chalked. And what this does is it releases that paste from the silk screen. If it dries in there, it will come up with the silk screen and you'll have a heck of a time getting it back down to stay. I'm just going to flop this right back down. And hopefully it goes into pretty much the same place. I'm going to press down the areas that I want to chalk. Make sure they're still connected to the transfer. I think I'm going to do my little hearts in pink. This is my detail tool, but it has a little tiny squeegee on the end. So that's why I'm going to use it, because this little heart is pretty small. Okay, so this color is peony, I believe. Yep. And I'm going to do this heart down here. And since I just touched the black part, some of the black went in there, but I think it'll be okay. I really didn't want it to have any black, but it is what it is. My black was just really close to that heart, and I think I'm making it worse as I go. Yeah, it's okay. We will make it work, okay? And now I'm going to get my red on a mini squeegee and just do the rest of this. And down the bottom, and we're almost done chalking this. And then we're going to add some decor, some little decoration, little hanging string to it. Really simple. But I think it's going to be cute. Like I said, I focus on the tops and bottoms because I always miss them. Okay, so that's the end for our chalking. Notice I really like to cap up my paste as much as I can, as quick as I can. Just, they do dry out. It's not that big a deal, but I also like to have them put away because it's less of a chance of me making more messes. If these get too dry, if they're not a good consistency for you, you can always add some distilled water and stir them around really good. They will loosen up. Now here is the peel and reveal. Let's do it. Let me hold it right here. Here we go. Look how cute. Simple, very simple, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean our transfer. I am going to spray it with some distilled water, regular water. This is distilled, but you can use regular water for this. Get a paper towel, go over the top because the black and the red are kind of messy. Whoa, and so is that water I just spilled. Oh well. I'll get it in a second. Now I'm going to get my board eraser, and I'm just going to wipe over the surface here. And it's going to stain the green part of my transfer, and that's okay, as long as you get it out of the silkscreen areas. And I do like to go a little easier on the back side, clean both sides, but you don't want to harm that adhesive on the back side. How are you guys doing? I don't have any comments. You guys comment. Someone watch. Okay. All right, I'm going to dry this up. This is the top side. And this is the back side that has the adhesive, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe over that. I'm going to get my backer that it came off of. Sticky side goes to the white side. Let's try that again. There we go. Smooth it on so that it's stuck. And then I store it back in that little plastic bag that it came in, but I let it dry out for a little bit. Let me just throw a paper towel down here on the floor for this water that I slopped all over. Okay, so I was just going to leave this like it is, but I'm going to go ahead and punch a couple holes in it. This is going to be real simple, guys, but it also shows you that you don't need to have an expensive surface to work with. A lot of times, simple is better, and this might be cute just hanging on a tree. I have our power punch, and it's like a hole puncher. I'm just going to punch a couple holes in the cardboard. Okay, so I've got 2 holes punched. I think this power punch is a fun tool. It goes through thin wood too. So now I've got some twine. Now what I thought I would do, I've got a couple little beads too. If I had heart beads, I would use the heart beads, but I think these are going to be kind of cute. So what I'm going to do is cut off the end so I don't have that string hanging there. I'm going to poke. Let's see, how much do I want? I cut off a length of the string, and this is just like twine that's twisted red and white. I'm going to poke through the back, and I'm going to tie a knot 2 times through. Okay. I'm going to go through the back again and tie another knot. And I'm going to wrap it twice just to make sure. That it's nice and tight. I'm hoping that this is long enough. So it could go like this. And I was going to add a couple beads here, but you know what? I don't think I have room. I just don't have the room. I didn't do long enough cord. So we're just going to leave it like it is. Cut off the ends. And then you can hang it like this. It's just like a postcard, like it was delivered by mail, by an owl or something. And you have a cute little postcard. The good things in life are better with you. Isn't that a sweet little saying? I love it. I hope you guys like this quick, easy craft. I hope you'll share it with people that love to craft, and heart my video, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.